This is the W2 report with Sanji Himura. Here's Sanji.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the W2 Report. I'm your host, Sanji Himura. Today, we are going back to the Ashes of Creation legal saga. And before we proceed any further, let's go over the ground rules with Lord Crocosquirrel as always.
Rule number 1, be not the dick. Rule number 2, if you think you might be the dick, please refer to rule number 1. Whatever it is you're doing at that time, knock it off because, that's just rude. Don't be the dick.
Unless your name is Dick, in which case, carry on.
In which case, you should probably start calling yourself Rich. Or Richard or Richie, because that's exactly what we got. Anybody remember Tricky Dick now? Good old Tricky Dick. You know, the one that was Nixon, Richard Nixon.
Yep.
His name was, in fact, Richard. However, there is nobody that I know of that wasn't calling him Dick at the end. In fact, he was quite often called Dick. Dick Tracy, original name Richard. Just put it out there for you. Don't do that. I mean, if you want to be super Dick, you can fuck right off. We don't know you. We won't know you, and we will not accept any responsibility for any stupid things you might do. No, I will not present a list. Go look at some of the other videos, or wait for the next one.
All right. Proceeding with our third man in the ring, Mr. Lendrigan.
And that's why I'm a pussy.
Yeah, you're just stuffed. Stuffed. I think that was it.
All right, so I'm going to blow this up because small text can be hard to read. On May 15th, 2026, Stephen Sharif filed an amended complaint against...
The First Amendment complaint, no less.
Against everybody, including...
And yes, that's important.
Including this guy here, Jason Karamanis.
Oh, dear. I am honestly, I'm actually much more interested in his lawyer having sued him.
Yes, but that's spoilers.
Well, what fun is you're no fun. You're not. You're no fun. Rude.
And then if we go all the way down, we have...
But if I don't want to go all the way down, just most of the way.
Well, we have the answer to the amended complaint filed by most everybody involved.
Oh, dear.
And then 135 happens to be a third-party complaint from Intrepid Studios.
Third-party complaint as opposed to a second-party complaint. Because, second person is really hard to write in sometimes.
Of course. But on April 6, 2026, Schwartz legal firm happens to have sent a letter to Withers Bergman, LLC.
Ooh, Bergman. Is it Bergman or Birdman? I can't think of it. What?
BERG.
Oh, Bergman. Okay.
And the letter effectively went like this. As you know, this firm represents Robert Dawson as well as TFE Games Holding LLC in the Sharif litigation. We write today regarding the likelihood that Withers is currently being paid or has received payments either in the form of any retainers or otherwise for his services in the Sharif litigation with funds stolen or converted from Intrepid Studios.
This is not what I don't believe that's actually all that. Yeah, that would be very bad for the lawyer. And the lawyer definitely needs to like get to this quickly.
Yeah. And so what happened? What happened a little couple of months later? This complaint dropped. United States District Court, Western District of Virginia,
Oh no.
Harrisonburg Division.
But which one?
Harrisonburg Division.
Oh. Well, you know, the Harrisonburg isn't usually all that bad. I mean, it's not SDNY clearly, but
Withers Bergman LLP, the plaintiff, versus Stephen Sharif and John Moore, defendants. This was filed on August the 4th, 2026, right before the Irving tales. If you haven't seen the panel, go see it now. Go see it after this live stream.
yeah, please wait till after the live stream to go see that because, well, you might miss something. You might miss something fun and interesting while we giggle at that little bastard. Because I'm telling you, this Sharif guy, no brains, none.
And this is an action to recover the unpaid legal fees and costs owed to Withers by defendants, its former clients, arriving from Withers' representation of the defendants pursuant to a written engagement agreement. Between February 2026 and June 2026, at the defendants' request and with their knowledge and approval, Withers rendered extensive legal services to the defendants in connection with a multi-front litigation and dispute resolution portfolio arising out of matters involving Intrepid Studios. Withers invoiced defendants for the services in the ordinary course.
Of course.
Withers billed the
also a horse, of
defendants.
course. There's also a horse, of course, or so I've been told.
Withers billed the defendants a total of $1,891,956.46 across 10 invoices. After application of defendants' payments and the initial retainer, defendants owed Withers an outstanding balance of $1,067,706.86, consisting of $1,066,410.23 in unpaid fees and $1,000.
And the making of some seriously rude. Yes.
Yes, that's seriously rude.
Yeah, no. The one thing I will tell you right now, if you wish to live a happy life, there are three people that you don't fuck, whose money you do not fuck with. One, your boss, be it by means of the company or your boss directly. Do not fuck with his money. It's money. They take their very dim view of that, and they're the ones signing your paycheck. Two, your spouse. Do not do this.
And three, your lawyer.
Because if they figure it out quick, they're gonna fuck with your money, and they'll be right to do so.
Yes.
And three, the lawyer. Never, ever, ever fuck with the lawyer's money. Because that guy can really fuck up your day. And you'll have about $1 million. You'll have about $1.5 million ways to. You'll have $1.5 million ways to do that you hadn't even considered. You will have no idea what hit you.
Right.
And paying somebody with paying a lawyer stolen money, that's fraud. Another thing that the authorities do not take well to. Please don't do that. Please. Oh, okay. You know what? If you want to be stupid and be the dick at the lawyer, then by all means, knock yourself out. But don't expect me to bail. Don't expect me to be digging around for the bail money. No, I'm gonna let you fucking starve. You were gonna go in there and you were gonna wonder where the commissary got to.
Okay, so on or about February 6, 2026, the Withers and defendants entered a written engagement agreement, pursuant to which defendants
Red, we paid.
engaged-
We paid. Somebody paid us somebody paid for a retainer.
The defendants agreed and accepted the terms of the engagement letter, including countersigning it and directing and accepting Withers' services thereunder.
Cool. That sets the baseline. The rest of it's going to be the problem.
Yeah. From February 2026 to June 2026, Wither performed extensive legal services for the defendants under the engagement letter, with defendants' full knowledge, involvement, and approval.
Problem. If he stole the money, they have to give it back.
Yeah.
And that means you won't have a house, you won't have a car, and if you really fuck them over, you won't have an ass.
Mm-hmm.
Because they will cut that shit right off you. You have no idea. I knew a guy that decided he wanted to do some shit like that to a lawyer. His own divorce attorney, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
His attorney, not anybody else's. His. Yeah, that was stupid. I told him not to do that. I did. He didn't listen to me. Nope. The squirrel doesn't know dick. Why? Because the squirrel is a squirrel and therefore doesn't know anything. And my first thought to that was, okay, dude, it's your ass. And yeah.
Yeah.
It was his ass.
Invoices, Exhibit B, February 28, 2026. Amount billed was $468,360.
Okay.
2 invoices on March 31st, totaling $570,000, give or take.
Fuck me. 468. Wow, there's more than $1 million here. Way more, actually. Almost. Oh, actually, we're getting. By the time we get done with this shit, it's almost $2 million.
Yeah, it's almost $2 million.
Almost $2 million over the course of what? 3 months? Damn. Oh, and here's more. Yeah, now we're getting to just about $2 million. 1.891, which is, well,
close enough
for government work. Measure with micrometer, mark with chalk, that. I know a bunch of people that would say, no, that's not the way it works. Because of course it doesn't work that way. I'd like you to think it does. But then that's because I'm a dick. Okay.
Each invoice was delivered to defendants on or around the date of the invoice and became due and payable within 30 days.
30-day terms. Good numbers.
At absolutely no time did defendants individually or together raise any questions or concerns about the invoices or the work reflected therein.
Right. Except next we have a problem, and not a small one.
Defendants have made payments to Withers totaling $824,249.60, inclusive of the $150,000 retainer applied to their outstanding balance.
Right.
Defendants' last payment to Withers was made on May 26, 2026.
Well, somebody actually did their homework. I don't want to be on the bad end of their accountant. Yeesh.
Withers issued its latest invoice to defendants on or about July 9th, 2026.
Which has apparently gone unpaid. Because, that's smart.
After application of all payments and the retainer, defendants owe Withers an outstanding balance of $1,067,000.
Oh. Okay. Remember what I said about stupid?
Yeah.
Okay. You
Don't
pay
be
my bill, you pay the lawyer. Okay. Nobody, when Ma Bell still existed, nobody fucked with her. That was a good way to get yourself killed.
On multiple occasions, the defendants acknowledged the outstanding balance and represented that they would pay it, but they have since failed and refused to do so.
Okay, and then it gets better, I'm sure.
On multiple occasions, including but not limited to the time of issuance of each invoice, the defendants were advised of their outstanding balance. At no time did the defendants, either individually or collectively, dispute the amount owed.
Okay, that's good. There's not actually no non-dispute over fundage due. We're good with that. However, that still means dickheads still hasn't paid them. And $1 million is not a small number. I've seen whole corporations taken. I saw a whole corporation get taken down for less. Their ass is winning the receivership over about $35,000.
Withers delivered a written notice of exercise to the defendants invoking his right to charge interest on July 24th, 2026.
Oh, yes, you do. Oh, they're going to charge. Oh, yeah, no, they charge interest? Yes, they charge that.
Count one, breach of contract.
Absolutely. That would be first. A bunch of other shit you could do there, too.
Count two, account stated. Count three, quantum merit. Count four, unjust enrichment.
Well, duh.
And then there's a prayer of relief.
We're not worried about the prayer for relief. That's just we want you to give us all of these people's money.
Yeah.
Gimme now. This is them saying, okay, this guy's a dumb fuck. He fucked with our money, and now we want it back. And some, because brood.
Yeah, especially since the allegations of... Now, keep in mind, we didn't make these allegations.
No. Well, actually, Withers did. As Withers, Withers didn't make those representations either. I think they've got. I don't think Withers made those. Made those either. I want to say that it was a third party that set up the lawsuit, or at least wrote the letter to say, "Hey, you might have got paid with that. You might have got paid with bad stuff."
It's the defendant's lawyer.
Oh, holy shit!
It's actually the defendant's lawyer.
Oh. Ooh. I want that. And this.
Sharif has not been a director of officer or officer of Intrepid at any time during the pendency of the Sharif litigation.
Okay, so he's fired. He got fired.
He quit, actually.
He what?
He quit, actually.
He quit? Rude.
Yeah, he made a whole brouhaha about, oh, there's this board that's controlling me, and I can't stand to take direction from them.
Was?
Sharif has not been authorized or any time by Intrepid to use company assets to fund the Sharif litigation. We have reason to believe that Sharif has, nonetheless, utilized Intrepid accounts
to do that very thing.
Yep. If this is correct, it would establish a claim for conversion against not only Sharif, but also for Withers, in addition to potential other claims.
Well, you see, I'd have a hard time holding Withers accountable for that, unless, of course, they didn't engage their forensic accountant. Because they could make a representation. They could say, well, he told us that this was valid monies. There's no reason for us to assume otherwise. Now that you've told us otherwise, you're gonna come give us a hand, right? Right. I do not want to see that. Oh, they're gonna fuck that boy up. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Last payment, May 26, 2026. That was not a coincidence.
No. I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, never mind his shirt. If this is all true, Steve Sharif won't have skin on his back after this.
I don't think he'll have skin, period. I think somebody, you know what the sad part of it is? They'll probably leave his balls. They're not worth anything. Not worth a damn thing there. He's entirely too stupid to be allowed to breed. Again, there are a small number of people that you do not piss off. Hell, you piss off your banker before you piss off your wife or husband or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You'll live longer, which is the sad part.
Not by much, but you will live longer.
Well, what's the worst your banker can do? Tell all the other people in the universe that you suck? Somebody will still help you with your banking eventually, maybe. Even if you have to do everything sideways. But sooner or later, somebody's gonna. They're all gonna go. Okay, yeah, cool. Let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. $8 million to Intrepid in connection with that transaction. Intrepid executed a written convertible line of promissory note dated March 23rd, 2022,
Mm.
in favor of Dawson in the principal amount of $8 million. Secure repayment of the 2022 note plus all amounts of future notes and advances from Dawson to Intrepid. Intrepid executed a pledge and a security agreement dated March 23rd, 2022, granting Dawson a security interest in lien and to substantially all assets of Intrepid. Collateral. Dawson is secure. You know what?
Hmm.
It would take a forensic accountant in order to detangle the mess that Stephen Sharif made.
I've got a fair idea of how. I just got to be able to read the ledgers correctly. The process isn't that difficult. It's the rest of it that hurts.
Yeah, of course.
When you're going over, a couple terabytes worth of data, and you discover that you don't have the fucking idea what these people are talking about. That would suck.
Of course.
That would be bad. We don't want that. We don't want that to happen.
Yeah, I personally believe that Sharif got wind of this email and decided not to pay Withers anymore.
Okay, first off,
But
pay your lawyer.
Pay your
That's
lawyer.
just yeah, because these people, they talk to each other, and you do not want to be on the wrong side of that. They do. They talk to each other. They talk to each other. They share notes, and they hate you. They hate you with a passion that both people reserve for Barney or Elmo. You pick. They're both about the same. I hate you, you hate me. Barney's in the thought of me. Oh, wait. I can't do that. I'm not supposed to do that. You need to be nice. Don't be the dick.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I can be the dick, and Sanji would have a real hard time disowning me. But... yes, that's right. I'm giving everybody. I get to give Sanji shit because I can. Because he'll let me. Oh, man.
Yeah, he barely. If my math is right, Sharif barely paid 2 invoices.
Only paid what, 8,500 or so? A little bit less.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, he's got problems, and not small ones.
And granted, he recently had an order made in his favor regarding a receiver for the Intrepid assets.
Oh, so he's got the receivership thing going on too now. Cool. Cool beans with Major Sauerkraut and yeah. Even after that, the rest of his world will just fuck right off. Because frankly, something needs to. I think those are it.
Yeah, but if we really wanted to, oh no, that's not what I want.
Do we really want to be rude, crude, obnoxious?
Well, the order also says at 6. Steve, on or before August 17th, which was yesterday, Stephen Sharif and John Moore shall turn over to the IP custodians Intrepid's intellectual property assets requested by Intrepid by its motion, except the following, which will remain in dispute: the GoDaddy account for Ashes of Creation website, the Ashes of Creation Reddit account, the Ashes of Creation Discord account, the Ashes of Creation YouTube account, the Ashes of Creation X account.
Yeah. Why do they need that much social media? Yeah.
I have no idea.
I think I will not call the dog in because that would be a real dick move. She's out there having a sunbeam. It's all good.
Yeah, it's all good.
You know, it works really well and keeps her out of my hair. How's that sound? Okay. Well, for a little bit.
Yeah. So not everybody's happy at the end of the day, which is a good sign.
Well, it's pretty much. It should be pretty much de rigueur for most things. You know you got a good deal when nobody's happy. Because if somebody's happy at the end, then something did not go correctly.
But that is neither here nor there.
Of course.
But I think it's time we wrap this up.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, we hit all the high points, so.
Yeah, no, I'm going to tell you right now, Sharif needs to pay his lawyer with money that is his.
And not the company's.
And not the company's, because that's 2 strikes on my little list there. Remember? The boss, the spouse, and the lawyer. He got numbers 1 and 3 right off the top. He used number 1 to piss off to piss off number 3. Probably because he's a number 2.
And on that note, I will be leaving you for this week. I am Sanji Himura. Thank you for watching, and beware, the tax man cometh.
Hello, folks. This is Morgan Freeman. This concludes our broadcast day. I'm Morgan Freeman. Good night.